Hello again, football fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. It's the second round of the 2A state playoffs, y'all, and tonight we're bringing you the Earle Bulldogs on the road, taking on the Carlisle Bison. As always, take a second to like, share, and subscribe to the Arkansas Sports Network, and tell your friends and family about the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of high school athletics. Today's game is being brought to you by Arkansas Tech University, by Heirloom Legal Services, by D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, and by the Arkansas Army National Guard. And now, let's send it out to Bison Stadium for all of tonight's action.
Hello, welcome to Bison Stadium as we are glad to be bringing you high school playoff action. It's going to be a great one here from Carlisle as the Earle Bulldogs are taking on the Carlisle Bison. Brad Caldwell here, along with Mr. Trevor Hawley today, my broadcast partner. Trevor, glad to have you along tonight.
Yeah, we're getting ready for this game to start. It's a cold one tonight.
It absolutely is a cold one, but boy, it's going to be a fun one here. I think the action's going to warm up tonight as the Carlisle Bison are hosting the Earle Bulldogs. And, you know, you really expect with second-round playoff action that you should get some really good games. And so we're looking forward to being here tonight at Carlisle. We want to thank everybody for their support to bring us here tonight. Let me go ahead and get some thank yous out there. First off, let me thank our seasonal sponsors. Arkansas Tech University has been our title sponsor throughout this first semester of action. We want to say thank you to them. Arkansas Army National Guard, D3 Auto Sales as well. They are our first down sponsor. And Heirloom Legal Services of Atkins, Arkansas. We also want to thank some of our local sponsors. We've got Chambers Nursing and Rehab. Appreciate them being along with us tonight. Riceland Foods and Carlisle Implement. We want to say thank you to them for being a part of what we're doing. So, with that being said, we've got a few minutes here to get ready for this ball game. And, you know, Carlisle looks to be maybe the second best team in 2A. It's speculation here just by me. You know, Hazen seems to be the class of 2A, the number one team all year long. Carlisle gave them a heck of a ball game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Hazen was dominant all season, but Carlisle gave him a great game. And we're getting started here, or not getting started, but coin toss right now.
We're getting ready for it. So we're going to go to a quick break in a couple minutes. We're going to have Carlisle Bison action versus the Earle Bulldogs. We'll be back here with more football on the Arkansas Sports Network in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
We're back here at Carlisle as we get ready for action here from Bison Stadium. As, like I said, we're bringing you 2A action. Carlisle has won the toss. They have elected to receive, and it's going to be a fun one here tonight. Again, 2A action, quarterfinal action here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
we get this game getting ready to start. Both teams look like they were ready to pass the ball in warm-ups at least. Of course, you're going to warm up regardless. However, but when it comes to cold weather, the ball gets colder. It hurts more to catch. So.
Yes. Speaking of that, we're going to shut this door here. Try to keep a little bit. We got a pretty good block of wind here, so we're glad for that. And we want to challenge you. We've got Hazen. We've got Carlisle. Get this out on your social media. I'm going to share this over on the Arkansas Sports Network page. Make sure that you're sharing this out on your social media. And let's have a little competition tonight. Let's have a little competition tonight as we are going to see who has the most views tonight.
And hey, you don't have to switch over to that stream. We're going to bring all that action to you here. We got check-ins coming your way on that Hazen game if you're interested in that.
So, yeah, we're going to be bringing you action from Hazen. So make sure that you stay with us here because you won't have to switch over. We will have that live look-ins throughout the night. Carlisle getting ready to receive here as we're ready to kick things off. Leon Cody kicking off for Earle. Caught by the up-back for Carlisle. Gets out to about the 42-yard line. I'll get a number on that. That's number 22, Gavin Richer, a 5'11", 140-pound junior.
It's going to be good field position to start the game.
So Carlisle getting ready to start action here. Lining up on offense. They're going to start out in the shotgun. One back set. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Earl's going to load the box to start the game.
Man goes in motion. Ball is fumbled on the snap. Off the edge, that's big number 13
number 9,
there.
Holden Jones is sacked in the backfield, but number 13, Joseph McVeigh.
Joseph McVeigh on the tackle there.
Loss of about 10 yards on the play.
And that's a big loss there for Carlisle as they get things started. Going to bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Bison.
Yeah, I was talking about how good their field position was to start the game, and then you go negative 10 yards.
Yeah,
so it's a little
not a
change
good start. Not a good start there. So now we got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to back them up even more.
Dead ball, motion against the Bison, 5-yard penalty.
So now Carlisle going to start off in a hole, I guess. It'd be 2nd down and Hazen, right?
Start the game off 2nd and 25 is not how you want to start.
Definitely not. We're getting these shared out to everybody. Make sure you're sharing this out. Handoff goes off to the right-hand side. That's number 6 for Carlisle, Jason Sullivan, 5'9", 205-pound running back there. He's a load.
Tackle maybe number 1. Come on.
Yeah, he's
that brings up 3rd
maybe
down
their
about
power back.
17.
You would know better than me.
I would say so. I would think he would definitely be a power back, but boy, there's a long way to go here. 3rd down and 17 for the Bison. What play will they have here in their bag of tricks?
We saw a lot of post routes when they warmed up, so we'll see if they go to one of those. They're going to just stick with 2 receivers, though.
So 1 back set, H-back in the backfield. Man comes in motion. They do a little zone read action. That's the quarterback. He breaks a tackle, gets back, gets out to the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7, and it looks like Carlisle probably in a position to punt.
Leon Cody. That brings up 4th down and about
4th and 7, usually when you run the ball on 3rd and long, you're kind of just waving the white flag. Get as much yards as possible. We get the 1st down to be great, but more than likely we're not. But they're going to come out and punt here.
So they are punting, and back to punt is number 6, and that's the running back, Jason Sullivan. Sullivan gets the kick off. Good spiraling kick. McVeigh was back there to receive for Earle. Ball's going to roll down on the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll get started.
The 20-yard line, but number 12.
So the Earle Bulldogs going to have a chance to take a lead here early in this ball game. We'll see how it works out for them. Earle going to bring the offense out.
That was a pretty good punt there.
Good punt, good switching of the field. We've almost got everything shared out. We're going to have live look-ins at Hazen. But again, you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay right here on this ball game tonight. 9 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Boy, Earle's got some size on the line tonight, don't they, Trevor?
Yeah, especially right guard. But yeah, pretty big guys there. See if they like to run the ball.
So Earle lines up at quarterback. Is number 12, and I've got to find him on the roster.
Head ball.
That is Tyrone Hurst III. And right off the bat, they're getting a false start. I haven't even been able to put a stat down yet, Bill.
Makes it 1st and 15.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. We need to get that warmed up.
We'll get that worked up here in just a moment.
Of course, hadn't been anything positive yet.
A little bit of positive there on that last drive. We'll get it going here in just a second. They're looking deep, and they've got a man. That's McVeigh, and boy, he had it. He was behind him and just underthrown a little bit, but boy, you can already see the athleticism for Earle showing up on the field.
Yeah, and I like that. First and 15, start off with a deep shot, and it didn't go your way, but shows you that you're ready to play and you got trust in your players to go get it.
So 2nd down and 15.
2nd and 15 from the 15.
Earle calling for the snap in a one-back set. Handoff goes to number 2, the running back. I'll get his name in just a second. Off the right-hand side, not a lot
Number
doing
2,
there.
Where
are they going to spot it at?
Pick up a couple yards on the play.
I'm going to make that 3rd down and about, we're going to call it 12 to go.
Yeah, try to go off that right tackle. And the further he went, the more Bison he saw, and they brought him down after about a 2-yard gain.
10th grader Brian Powell. Brian Powell, the 3rd, carrying the ball. First carry hit for him tonight. 3 yards on that gain.
Of course, he gained 3 yards, but ran about 25.
Right. Oh, ball is intercepted. Ball was tipped. Intercepted by Carlisle.
Number 12,
that's number 22, Gavin Richter.
By number 22,
5'11", 140-pound junior. Nice job by Richter. Off the deflection. Carlisle going to start this drive on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to practice the tip drill. See a ball, you're going to play defense on it, but then it just pops up in your face. He caught it, and it's going to be a turnover for the Bison. I guess a takeaway by the Bison.
Hey, watching that game over in Hazen, we had 4th and 6. Hazen got stopped.
Hey, thanks for that. Again, we're going to have updates on both games. Make sure you're staying right here, though. Carlisle in the H-back's position here. One offset back, handoff goes up the middle to Sullivan. He's got a little room, breaks a tackle at the 20, down to the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown, Carlisle.
Touchdown,
32-yard touchdown run for Jason Sullivan.
Yeah, he made one guy miss, and then he was gone. That's going to be a good start there for that second drive by Carlisle.
I can already tell you he's going to be a load tonight to tackle. The 5'9", 205-pound running back, senior, big-time player there for Sullivan. Extra point pending. Carlisle leads 6-0.
Yeah, and that's a start right there. First drive, you went backwards 15 yards to start the game, and then second drive, you scored in one play. It's going to be a quick-paced game from what the looks of it.
Kick is up. It's good. No good. I'm sorry. I thought it got over the crossbar.
8:49 left in the first quarter. Bison 6.
With 6:49 left here. 8:49 left here in the first quarter of play. It's 6-0. And we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with more Carlisle versus Earle here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here from Bison Stadium, 6-0 is your score. Big Jason Sullivan, 32-yard run for a touchdown, getting Carlisle on the board. And now Earl's got a chance to answer.
Yeah, and this is a unique kicking style. He's got the tee or the ball laying down on the tee. They practice the onside kick in the warm-ups.
It's a little bit short,
Never went 10 yards anyway.
So they're going to get the ball right there on the 48-yard line. Yep, that didn't go far enough. Kicker, number 72, Keller Kilgore. You like to see the small school stuff here because you get to see the lineman kicking the ball. That's a lot of fun.
Right, and that style of kick we saw happen against the Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys fans.
Come on, bro.
For bringing this up.
You're killing me already, man. Come on.
The play.
Oh, there's okay, yeah, flag.
Motion, or excuse me.
But
Motion
yeah,
against Bison, 5-yard.
I forgot what they called it. I want to say they said something about like a watermelon style kick.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yes,
You kick the nose of the ball and hope it spins. And he got the wrong spin because it spun back towards him.
Right. All right, so here we go. Earle, 2 backs in the backfield. Flank to the right, flank to the left, dropping back. That's McVeigh. He throws it deep. Got a man deep, and that's going to be a touchdown right there. Touchdown, Earle, and
Number
just
12.
like that. And that was Joseph McVeigh that caught it. Tyrone Hurst was the one that threw it. And that's I don't even know where it was. It's about a 47-yard touchdown or 42-yard touchdown pass there to McVeigh. And just like that, Earle strikes really quickly.
Yeah, and that ball was on the money by the quarterback there. Most people call that dropping it in the bucket when you throw an over-the-shoulder ball.
He sure did. He threw it right in the bucket. Looks like they're going to be targeting him quite a bit tonight. Earle looks like they're going to line up for 2. Dropping back. He makes a move, gets up the middle. He's got room. That's going to be in for 2. And it's 8-6. Earle just like that. And
PAT is good.
we're going to go.
12. Hurst. 8:40 left in the first quarter. Bison 6. Bulldogs 8.
We got a live look in here from Hazen. You can take a look here watching Hazen and Mark Tree. Scores 0-0 over there. 7 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the first quarter there. Again, you're getting a chance to see Hazen. It looks like Hazen's driving there, getting ready to go in against Mark Tree. Looks like
Let me fill you in on that. Mark Tree fumbled down there inside the 20, and Hazen was able to jump on it.
And so there you go. They call him a touchdown pretty close there. They're getting into it. So, again, you'll be able to see that live look-ins throughout the night along with having this game here. Again, we're having a little competition between Carlisle and Hazen. I was told on the phone there's a big rivalry between Carlisle, Hazen, and Desark. And nobody wants to get beat, so don't get beat tonight on the viewership. And let's make sure that Carlisle gets the most views tonight.
Yeah, and we're already started. We're not even 4 minutes into the game. Both teams with big plays.
It looks like this is going to be a good one tonight. Picked up by number 12. He breaks a tackle at the 50, gets all the way down to about the 43-yard line.
On the return brings the ball back
David Hayes all the way across into Earle Bulldog territory, and that's where they're going to start. Lots of action very quickly here. Look at this replay here, breaking a tackle at the 50, getting down to the 42, 43-yard line. That's where we're going to start the offense here for the Bison.
Yeah, that was a great run back, and if you like big plays, this is your game so far.
Absolutely.
Nothing better when it's a cold game for big plays to happen.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Timeout, Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. 8 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first quarter of action. 8-6 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, it's 8-6, Carlisle taking over in Earle Bulldog territory. We've got one that's going to be shaping up to be a very, very fun one tonight. You definitely don't want to miss it.
For sure, and both teams come out here score quick, and Carlisle got a big return there.
Carlisle lined up in the dead tee, and looks like movement.
Dead ball.
Going to bring it back.
Motion against the Bison.
Motion's going to bring it back.
That's three false
5 yard
starts
penalty
to
against the Bison, moves the ball back to the
combine for
48
both teams
yard line, where
already.
it'll be 1st and 15.
Good call, because I'm putting that down right now. I think we're caught up on our stats. So we're ready to go here.
I know both teams would like to see these flags get put back in the pockets a little bit, clean it up a little bit.
Sullivan gets it going off tackle, gets across the 40, down to the 30-yard line, down to the 28-yard line.
On the carry, pickup of about
That is a
20
20-yard gain for Sullivan, and like I said before, he looks like he's going to be hard to handle tonight.
Yeah, and that's a
Tackle
just a
made by
little
number
toss
13,
play,
McVay.
goes off the guard,
That's good for
gets a
Carlisle
20-yard gain,
Bison.
dragging a few guys with him.
1st and 10 for the Bison at the 28-yard line.
It's not often you see a team go from shotgun first possession to handing the ball off like this.
Little handoff, going off tackle. Carlisle,
Number
get that
4,
running
Caleb
game
Elliott on the
going.
carry.
Ball
Pick
goes
up
down to
about
the 12,
15
16 yards, and that's Caleb
Tackle made by number
Elliott
13,
on the
McVay.
carry.
And that's good for another Carlisle
And it
Bison.
looks like they're going to go with whoever
1st
gets
and
the
10
ball
for
is
the
going to
Bison
gain a
at
bunch of
about the
yards
12-yard
here.
line.
Not really a game plan, just hand the ball off, trust your blockers, and
They're doing
find the right gap.
They're doing a good job against the size of Earle. Earle's got good size on the offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to load the box here.
Wing T formation here. Sullivan gets it. He's going to the outside, following the block. Gets up the field. That's a touchdown, 12 yards out. And just
Touchdown,
like that,
Bison, number 6,
Carlisle
Jason
takes the
Sullivan.
lead back. That's Sullivan's second touchdown of the ball game. And I'll tell you right now, we're probably going to be watching him for a primetime performance tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, he's a senior, and when you're in playoff games, it could potentially be your last game every game. So if you got people to show up, it's going to be your seniors that don't want to go to home this early.
So Carlisle now going to line up to go for 2, up 12-8 after that touchdown. Now they're in the split veer, showing several formations here early in this ball game. The handoff goes to, good option. That was a great option
Number
there.
9, Holden Jones.
Was a
for the
fake
keeper of
belly,
the PAT.
and he got the touchdown. That's Holden Jones for the touchdown. We're going to go to another break. 14-8 is your score. 7:26 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
We're back here at Carlisle. the battle of who's watching the most. We got 227 watching right now.
We got a touchdown in Hazen.
Though. 255 watching at Hazen right now. 14-0 is the score. Make sure you're sharing this out with your friends, letting them know you're watching right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Love the participation we're getting on both ends right now. It's going to be a good night of football.
For sure. Just an early start here. We already got 22 points scored.
That's Karan Alston, I'll say, gets all the way down to the 40, and Earl's in business in Carlisle territory. I don't know if either one of these teams can stop the other.
Right. That's 2 returns there for both teams, and 2 of them have been big returns.
So, ball's going to start on the 40-yard line. Having a good time watching this ball game tonight.
And if both teams can limit down on the flags, it'd be pretty interesting. See who gets more yards today.
Shotgun, you got a H-back and a back in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff goes to the big power back. That's number 24. He's going to fall forward for a yard. And that is Cameron Smith. He's just a 10th grader.
Carry, pick up a yard or 2 on it.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's good to see 10th graders play.
Brings up 2nd down and
in playoff games, get experience. When you're just in 10th grade, you got 2 more years after this.
Update from Hazen, 16-0 Hazen over Mark Tree. Steps up in the pocket, lets it go. Is that McVeigh again? My goodness, what an athlete that kid
number 12,
is. Hurst going after it, trying to get it to McVeigh. Couldn't bring it in. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, if he would have brought that ball in, that might have been on SportsCenter.
What an attempt there. Just couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. And McVeigh going to the sideline now. That's a tough one, right? He's not hurt. It looks like he's just a little bit winded. But that's tough when you're in 3rd and 9. You need that guy in the ball game.
Yeah, you run a 40-yard route. He got about halfway into the end zone, so 45. You're going to be tired after that. But, yeah, it seemed their premier receiver. So interesting who they go here at 3rd and 9.
Doubles on each side, back in the backfield. Hurst dropping back. He's flushed out of the pocket. He fakes a pass, got a guy on the sideline. Wasn't unable to bring it in. Bring up
number
4th
12,
down.
Hurst.
And Earl's got a little bit of a decision to make here.
Yeah, you're 4th and 9 in your opponent's territory, but you're not very far past the 50. Do you go for it, or do you just choose to try to flip field position? It looks like they're going to go for it.
6:25 left here in the first quarter of action. 14-8 is the score. And they are going to go for it. Trips on the right-hand side, singled up on the left-hand side here. McVeigh, they're looking for McVeigh. They're throwing it deep. He's behind the man. That's a touchdown. And that's why you go for it right there. 39-yard touchdown pass from Hurst to McVeigh. That's a touchdown for the Earle Bulldogs.
Yeah, you only needed 9 yards, but you got 30 more and 6 points. So I don't blame him for the decision. It kind of looks like a good decision now.
This is, I can't even tell you guys. Y'all want to stay tuned into this one. This is going to be a fun one tonight. Earle has completed 2 passes. They both went for touchdowns, 71 yards passing and 2 touchdowns for Hurst here in the first quarter of action.
And he's thrown 2 or 3 incomplete passes. Looks like they're going to bring on the offense and go for 2 here.
Probably a staple tonight for Earle. So Earle lined up in the backfield as the back Smith trips to the right-hand side. Hurst drops back. He tries to throw it. Incomplete. That's going to bring it up. Well, it's going to bring up the kickoff. 14-14 is the score. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back here with more Carlisle versus Earle in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them. I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Thanks to Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales. If you go to D3 Auto Sales and say that you heard them on the Arkansas Sports Network, they'll give you $500 off your buy just by saying, hey, I heard you guys on the Arkansas Sports Network. Kicking off for Earle is number 10, number 11, Leon Cody on the kickoff. Uh-oh. Ball goes all the way back to the one. He falls on it. Where are they going to spot that? I guess that's just going to be just outside the one, and disaster falls right here as Carlisle couldn't handle the kickoff, and that's going to stop him right there at the 1 yard line. Looks like it's inside the one, right at the goal line.
Yeah, and I was talking about how both teams had great kick returns, and all of a sudden Carlisle misjudged the ball, and it rolls all the way to the inch line, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's right on it. First down and 10, 99 yards away from pay dirt is Carlisle. That's where they're going to start. 6:13 remaining here in the first quarter of action.
Long ways to go. And not a long ways to go backwards either.
Zoom in just a little there. Carlisle in tight. Handoff goes off the left-hand side. Good little play there. Gets them all the way out to about the 10. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short.
7-8 yards on the play.
We're going to say second down and 1.
Tackle made by number 7, Alston.
Trying to see who carried that one.
I think they said
Corey,
8.
Is that Corey Lenz? Corey Lenz on the carry.
Big second down and 1 from the 9-yard line.
So they're already showing they're going to give it to a few backs, Sullivan being the guy, but they're going to give it to a few guys to keep them honest. Good trap play there by Carlisle. Carlisle getting a push. Is that good? Carlisle, or Earle, one guy saying he's got the ball. But they don't. Looks like that Sullivan picked up no gain on the play, so third down and 1.
Number 7, Alston.
And we talked about how it was a hard decision for Earl to go for it. 4th and 9 on your 40, or on their 40, I guess. It's going to be a hard decision to go for if it's 4th and 1 here.
Absolutely. They're going to try to take the guesswork out of it, though, as they line up in tight formation. Looks like they're lined up in an offset I here. Handoff goes to the fullback up the middle. Looks like he got it, I think. They're right at the sticks. Who got the ball there? Looks like that was number 42 that got the ball that time. TJ Barnett,
good for another Carlisle Bison.
6'1", 200-pounder. They list him as a tight end, but he got the 1 yard he needed right there.
Yeah, and they gave him the first down. Couldn't really tell where the ball was for a second. And I guess that's the whole point of those plays. You don't know where the ball is going.
If you run it correctly, you definitely don't know where the ball is going. And it looks like Carlisle understands how to run that set there. And I think I actually missed that. Jonte Farmer was the carrier on that last carry to get the first down. We got looks like a timeout.
Timeout, Bison.
Timeout, Carlisle. You want to go to a live look in here, or do you want to go to a break, Bill? Let's get a live look in over at Hazen right now. Hazen already up 22-0 here. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left here. Mark Tree's got the ball. You're watching it right here live. And Hazen, number 1 team in the state, looking good over there. We were over there a few weeks back with the Desart game, and it's going real similar to that one.
You were there. I was not.
Bill was there.
I was there. I was there. It was a good game. I tell you, it was a good matchup, Hazen and Desark. And Hazen's taking care of Mark Tree just the way they did Desark that night.
Hazen looking tough over there. And, again, this Carlisle team was the best team that played against against Hazen this year. Very, very
By
good
the way,
game,
guys,
tighter
if
game.
you're looking up at the top of the screen, top left corner of that screen, you can see there's 242 viewers right now over in Hazen.
And for this one right now, we've got 270. 270 watching right now. You got Jared Huffman in the comments on ours saying Lamar up 16-7 on Malvern. That's a big one. Handoff goes to
number 8, Corey Lynn's on the carry.
Corey Lynn's again.
8 yards on the play.
8-yard pickup for Lynn's. Lynn's taking a little bit of pressure off of Sullivan here. Second down, and I'll say a short 2 here. And Lynn's got 17 yards on 2 carries.
Yeah, and they're showing how dominant they are running the ball. Not just one guy, just a group of backs.
They're really
going.
not making any bones about what they're doing. They're going to run this football. And they're showing different formations. Little quarterback keeper gets up the middle. Gets all the way out to about the 29.
About 6 or 7 yards on the play.
29 yards. 29-yard line, I think. Actually, let's back it up to the 27. That's going to get a 7-yard gain for Carlisle. And that's going to be a 14. What am I doing here? That's going to be a first down. 14-14 is the score.
Yeah, and if the quarterback didn't trip there, who knows how far he would have been running. He was the only guy with a few blockers in front of him. So it would have been interesting to see how far he got.
Carlisle staying in an inverted split veer here. Handoff goes up the middle of the fullback.
Number 6, Jason Sullivan on the carry.
Sullivan on the carry.
4 yards on the play.
4-yard gain for Sullivan. Sullivan's got 6 carries, 75 yards so far. 2 touchdowns for the Bison here in the first quarter of action.
Second down about 6.
Ball on the 30-yard line. Second down and 7, I'm going to say here as we're getting the first quarter kind of winding down here. It's been a fun one so far. Action has been packed tonight.
Yeah, and both teams doing it differently. Earl's airing the ball out successfully, and Carlisle's running the ball very well.
Good trap play there on second down.
Number 8, Corey Lynn's on the carry. Pick up about 6 or 7 on the play.
I'm going to say that's a gain of 6 on the play for Lynn. So second down or third down and 1 for Carlisle.
Yeah, and they're going to move the spot back a little bit. So 3rd and 2.
Ish.
Can't really tell.
Right? It's
Just,
close.
You know one thing, they're messing with the clock operator.
Right? Offset eye for Carlisle. Quarterback keeper goes up again the middle. Looks like they're going to spot it enough for a first down
Number
here.
9, Holden Jones on the keeper. Pick up a couple yards on the play.
Where am I hearing myself at?
Tackle made by number 76, Colton Nix.
Over here, maybe?
Result of that play is good for another Carlisle Bison. First and 10 for the Bison.
First down and 10, a minute and 24 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. 14-14 is the score. Handoff goes off the left-hand side. Going to be out close to the sticks again. And that's Sullivan. He's going to pick up 9 on the play.
Pick up about 9 yards on the play.
And Sullivan seems to be that power back we were talking about earlier.
42-yard line. Tackle made by number 1, Moore.
Second and 1 now. Ball on the 47. Carlisle methodically moving the ball down the field. Little fake pitch. Jones getting up across
Number 9, Holden
the
Jones
first down marker. Another 2 yards and
on
another first down for Jones. He's doing just enough to get the sticks moving once again.
As we wind down in this first quarter.
Somebody's got to be watching us here in the booth.
Timeout for the official measurement.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a tough spot on that one. I thought he easily got that.
From this vantage point right here, and I'm pretty much down the line from it, it's short.
It looks short. But I really felt like he got that pretty easily. 3 seconds still left on the clock.
Guess we'll see what the measurement says.
It's down there.
They're going to call it third down.
A little bit short.
So it's third down here for
Brings up third
Carlisle. 3
inches.
seconds to go here in the first quarter. Probably going to roll it here and probably going to be the end of the first quarter. We'll see. They're going to come out and try to run a play. Going to have to get up there because once they get set, they're going to roll this clock, or should be anyway, and they are. 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So it has been an exciting first quarter of action, and I'll tell you what, you want to stay tuned to this one. 14-14 is the score. We'll be back with the second stanza in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We're back here, third down and inches here as we start the second quarter of action. Offset I. Jones gets across that line, and he's going to be spotted about the 49-yard line, picking it up very easily there.
Pick up a couple yards
and we're back here with action between
Carlisle
Carlisle and Earl. If you haven't already done this, make sure that you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Go to Facebook, like us on the Arkansas Sports Network, but also tonight, first time that since we've had the Arkansas High School Sports Network, Bill, that we are live on the Arkansas High School Sports Network. There's been times that we have been live on Arkansas Sports Network and took it over to the Arkansas High School Sports Network, but we are on AHSSN tonight. Pitch goes to Sullivan. He's off to the races across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown, and 50 yards later, Sullivan over 100 yards, and he's got 3 scores here in the first half.
Yeah, it was a toss play to the left, and he outran everybody. Had 3 guys chasing him here at the end. It looked like he was about to fall out of bounds for a second, but
tell you what, he is quick for a 5'9", 200 guy. He can get up the field. That makes it 20-14. 11:22 left here. The first quarter of action. Carlisle lining up like they're going to go for 2 here. They're going to go into the split veer. Handoff goes up the middle to Sullivan. He is stopped. Nope. He's not going to get there.
No good.
And so that's going to bring us to a quick break. 20-14 is the score. 11:22 left in the first half of action. You don't want to miss what we got going on here at Carlisle. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
Thanks to Arkansas Tech University for being the title sponsor. Also, locally, we want to thank Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, Carlisle Implement Company for being a part of this broadcast tonight. We can't do these things without you and your sponsorship. Hazen, you have stepped up. Carlisle, you have stepped up to help us bring you this action. You guys are watching tonight. We couldn't be more happy with what's going on. We appreciate it. Hey, we've got to go somewhere in the semifinals. You make sure that we can be at your place. Help us out. Kickoff coming here. We've got Caleb Croucher kicking it off. Ball's touched by Earle, and Carlisle's got it, but we've got a flag on the play. Let's see what they call.
I think it's going to be illegal touching.
Didn't look like it went the 10 yards it needed to go, and so it depends on who touched it first, but the flag says Carlisle touched it first.
I'd say more often than not when they throw that flag before 10 yards, it's on the kicking team.
So it looked like Earl touched it inside that 10 yards. So if he touches it, that negates it.
Correct.
But if Carlisle touched it first, it is a flag. That's what they've got here. Let's see what they call. So it is going to be an illegal touch. It's a 5-yard penalty.
The Bison.
They call illegal motion. So it's a 5-yard penalty. Looks like Earl's going to start the offense here. 11:22 left here in the first half of action. 20-14 is the score. Earl going to line up in the shotgun. And they're going to start on, it looks like just outside the 40-yard line here. We'll call it the 41. That's where the Bulldog offense will set up.
Yeah, I think they called it a 10-yard penalty.
Hurst lining up the offense. So far, this has been an offensive shootout. Handoff goes off to the left-hand side, cuts inside the tackler, gets down to the 36-yard line. Brian Powell picks up 5 yards on the carry.
Both teams seem to like running the ball, but Earl's had success passing the ball tonight.
And we were seeing both teams in pregame passing the ball around effectively. Looking good doing it.
Well, you know how it is in pregame. Ain't nobody out there defending it.
You get KJ out there as a decoy.
Handoff goes up the middle.
Brian Powell again on the carry.
Powell picks up 1 on the carry.
On the play. Tackle made by number 65, Luke Petrus.
Coming up on 11 minutes to play now, 20-14. Like I said, it's the score. Earl with a 3rd down and 3 here. Handoff goes to Powell again. He cuts up. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Going to get across the 30 down to 29.
Pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Tackle made by number
Earl
65,
going into a little bit of a
Petrus.
hurry-up situation here.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
4 yards picked up on that run by Powell.
He's going to keep giving it to him.
Handoff goes off the left-hand side.
Number 2, Brian Powell again.
He picks up 8 yards on the carry.
About 6-7 yards on the play.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and the Bulldogs are taking that to the extreme. But I don't blame them. Getting 7-8 yards at carry.
Yeah.
So might as well keep going.
Powell picks it up again. He's going to be stopped just
Number 2,
shy.
Brian Powell again on the carry.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Tackle made by number 44, Gabe Bull. Brings up 3rd
They seem
down
to like
and
that
less than a
inside
yard.
zone call.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Got the 21-yard line.
Earl not huddling up.
Into the first quarter in Hazen, 22-6.
Mark Trees put 1 on the board. Powell gets right there. Looks like he's going to be across the 20, which is going to pick up a 1st down for the Bulldogs. They're now in business inside the red zone. That's a D3 Auto Sales 1st down.
Yeah, we got to remember to say that.
Yes, sir.
We've seen a lot of 1st downs tonight, to be fair.
Right.
So
18-yard line. 1st down and 10. Looks like Carlisle going to take a timeout. 9:27 to go here in the first half of action. You want to go to a look in? Let's go to a look in at Hazen. 22-6 is the score over there. Looks like they've got the ball. It looks like they're right on the 50 or just inside
About to
it.
start the second quarter.
Yeah, they're right at the end of the first quarter, going into the second quarter here. Looks like they've got just a little bit of some sort of delay. Talking to the Hazen coach right now. How do you like these live look-ins? Let us know here in the comments. I don't know anybody that's bringing that kind of thing to you. Let us know what you're thinking about that. Again, here at Carlisle, it's 9 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first half of play. 20-14, but Earle is driving. Neither offense has been stopped tonight.
Well, we actually did have a punt.
We did, but for the most part.
But after that, really, both offenses are doing what they want.
In fact, we'll give you a little bit of an update right here. Carlisle, 18 carries, 177 yards on the ground. No passes even attempted yet. I'll give you Earle in just a second. Handoff goes off to the right-hand side.
Number 24, Cameron Smith on the
Cameron Smith
carry.
picking up 2 yards on the game.
Tackle made with no 65, Luke Petrus.
And for Earle tonight, they're 2 of 7 passing, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. And they are on the ground right now, 9 carries for 27 yards. They're spreading it out here. You got a bunch at the top of the screen. Single up on the right or left-hand side. They're looking for McVeigh. He gets up the field across the 10-5. Touchdown. This is a battle between Sullivan and McVeigh. It's a fun one to watch.
Yeah, he just jogged in the end zone. Didn't have to run after about the 7-yard line.
My goodness, what an athlete McVeigh is. 16-yard touchdown pass for the Bulldogs. And they're looking for the 2-point conversion here, looking to the sideline for the play. Tied the game up at 20 with that one. And, you know, we've come to lots of blowouts with ASN. I don't know that we're going to get one tonight. I think we've got a ball game on our hands tonight.
One of the only blowouts y'all didn't have was Bryant and Parkview.
Yes.
Of course, I'm a Bryant alum.
You're not used to this small school ball.
Yeah, used to 7A. So it's fun to see the smaller schools.
Hurst being flushed out of the pocket. He's down. Nice play there by Carlisle. They stop him. 8:52 left here in the first half of play. 20-20 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment with more of the ASN, one of the games of the week, part of the double feature tonight right here from Carlisle. We'll be back in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
$8:52 left in the first half of action. Again, it's been an action-packed game here from Carlisle. Kicking off is number 11. That's Leon Cody kicking off for the Bulldogs. Winner of this game goes on to the Final Four in 2A. Kick goes off the side of his foot. And Earle will recover the botched kickoff. And going to get it on about the 44-yard line. And, boy, just after that score there, you didn't want to give that one up. And, you know, Carlisle's got to find a way to keep Earle out of the end zone. This would be a good time to do it.
Right, another thing to remind you of, there's 8:49 left in the second quarter, but Carlisle got the ball first to start the game, so Earle will get the ball to start the second half.
And, you know, that's a good point there, Trevor, because they took the ball. They won the toss and took the ball. And they wanted to get on the board first. And, you know, so far that hasn't worked out as well as they had hoped for.
Right, and then start off, you score 7. Don't have enough people on the field. That's never good.
So Powell comes onto the field, lined up at H-back. They're dropping back to pass. Hurst looking deep. Look who he's looking for. Good defense there. Nice pass breakup by Corey Lenz.
Number 13,
yeah, it looked like
broken up over by number 8, Corey Lenz.
He got the 12th defender, a.k.a. the sideline over there to help him.
Absolutely.
Of course, as a DB, that is your friend.
Yes, it is. 2nd and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. You want to talk about some kind of big play offense. Earle is absolutely predicated on the big play. At least tonight they are.
Yeah, they have 2 bombs, and both of them were great throws. See if they go with the bunch formation.
It looked like they were trying to run an option. Hurst is going to be tackled in the backfield for a big loss there.
Number 12, Hurst is dumped in
That's
the
going to be a 6-yard loss.
6-yard loss by number 44, Gabe Bull.
6-yard loss for Earle. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a miscommunication there by the running back and the quarterback on the option play.
3rd down and about 17 for the 49-yard line of the
Sometimes broken
Bulldogs.
plays go your way. Sometimes they don't. And there, Earle just got pushed backwards. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Clock is ticking. It's at 8 minutes. Hurst dropping back to pass. He's flushed to his left. Hanging on to it. He pulls it down now. Gets down pretty close
12,
to the
Hurst
45. We'll see where they spot it.
5 yards on play. Tackle made by number 4, Caleb Elliott.
They're going to spot it
Brings up
just
4th
shy of
and
the
about
45.
11 from the 46-yard line.
Is it going to be the 45, 46? Where are they spotting it at? Right at the 46-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And we're going to say a long 11 there. And we'll see what Earle does. They look like they're going to try to go for it.
Or maybe like a quarterback step back and punt it.
Could be, but it doesn't look like that's what they're going to try to do here.
No, the long pass has been in their favor, though, today. So if they want to do that again, it'd be the time. Looks like Carlisle's going to take timeout. Or no, Earle's going to take timeout.
Bulldogs.
Earle going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. 7:08 remaining in the first half of play. 20-20 is your score. We'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We want to thank Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, Heirloom Legal, and the Arkansas Army National Guard for being sponsors with us throughout the year. Of course, our local sponsors as well, Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, and Carlisle Implement Company. East Poinsett County beating England right now, 20-0. Dropping back to passes, Hurst. He is going to be pulled down. Is he? No, he completes it to McVeigh somehow. McVeigh in the open field. He's going to score. Oh, my goodness. He scored. I don't know how that just happened.
Quarterback being corralled by the defensive lineman. Kind of just threw up a prayer, and it worked.
Well, anytime you get it to McVeigh, he's going to answer those prayers. My goodness, 46 yards. McVeigh's got 4 touchdowns in the first half.
And, Brad, if you're looking for an Arkansas Sports Network Player of the Week.
My goodness. Wow.
My goodness. Made 3 people miss. Quarterback getting corralled by the D lineman.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. McVeigh has 4 catches, 143 yards, and 4 scores. They're throwing it to him, and he's got it. Boy, he probably – oh, no, he doesn't. Good defense there by the corner. It looked like –
he is no good.
He might even got pushed on that play. 6:56 to go in the first half of action. 26-20 is the score. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with more of the second round action on the Arkansas Sports Network. Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, you're watching a fun one tonight from Carlisle. Earle has a 26-20 advantage here.
Hazen, 24-6, I should say.
Okay, so they got a safety. And here's the kickoff. Going to be fielded. I believe that's Lentz. Lentz getting up close to the 40, spins, gets across the 40 down the sideline. He picked up
Number
2 extra yards there.
Brings the ball back out to about the 43
That's going to be the 43-yard line. That's where they're going to start it.
Be first and 10 for the Bison.
Feels like we haven't seen this offense in forever.
Right? Well, Earle got what I guess was an onside kick. Not really, but kind of. And they've scored 2 times in a row to take a 26-20 lead here. Ball on the 43-yard line now as Carlisle's going to try to answer in what we might be watching one of the most entertaining games of the year. We'll see how it plays out, but, boy, we've got a fun one going here. Offset I for Carlisle. Pitch goes to Sullivan. Sullivan getting stopped right about the 43-yard line. No gain for Sullivan.
Yeah, and a great tackle there
Second down and 8
by Kiamar Moore from the Bulldogs.
44-yard line.
So I must have missed the original spot at the 42.
No, you didn't. You didn't. It moved a little bit.
Okay. Just checking. I guess we'll call that too, right?
Ball pulled a Tony Romo there, messing with the refs.
Handoff goes to Sullivan again. He gets up. Boy, he almost broke that one. Gets out to the 50-yard line.
Pick up about 6 or 7 yards on the play.
And that's going to bring up third down and 2, I should say.
From the 50.
Right at the 50-yard line. Ball on the 50.
Brings up third down and about 2.
We're under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. It has been great fun here.
Brad, you want to try to guess the play?
Sullivan. Sullivan right, Sullivan left.
Would not surprise me.
They might trap one here. We'll see. Sullivan gets it on the quick pitch. He gets across the 50. Right down to about the 47-yard line. I think that's going to be enough. It is going to be enough to move the chains. That's going to be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, if Bulldogs got there any faster, it would have been a turn. Or it would have been 4th down.
For the Bison at the Bulldog 47-yard line.
So ball getting out of bounds stops the clock here at 5:29. First down and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Carlisle lining up in that. It's kind of a cross between offset I and a dead T.
Quarterback keeper.
That's a Holden Jones getting up the field. Gets down to the 40-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain for Jones, and that makes up second down and 3 for the Bison.
I feel like we've said second down 3 or shorter 50 times today.
From the 40-yard line.
Desark over Mount Ida right now, 30-14. So you've got Hazen, Carlisle, and Desark. There's a little triangle out here that they're kind of running. Lots of rivalry action going on here between these schools. All 3 of them are winning right now. You could have 3 of the 4 Final Four within 30 miles of each other. Handoff goes to Sullivan up the middle. Ball gets down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. 5-yard gain for Sullivan. Sullivan, you talk about offensive numbers, 12 carries, 151 yards, and 3 touchdowns for himself.
First and 10 for the Bison.
That'd be good if you had that at the end of the game.
I mean, you've got quite a battle between 2 offensive studs here so far in this ball game.
A little confusion there by the Bulldogs.
Handoff goes to Sullivan. He cuts up the middle, gets down across the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
12 yards on the play.
So where they spot it, looks like they're going to spot it on the 24. It's 11-yard gain for Sullivan. That's going to bring up a first down for Carlisle. That's a D3 Auto Sales first down.
It's the 24-yard line
of
of
Earl
Bulldogs.
Bulldog kind of running on and off the field.
He got caught. I don't know. I didn't count him, but I guess he thought he was. Nice little trap play there. Handoff goes up the middle to Caleb Elliott.
Pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Ball gets down to the 20, so 4-yard gain there. Bring up second down and 6.
Second and 6 from about the 20-yard line.
Looks like a T formation here. Sullivan gets a quick pitch, gets up the middle. He's dragging Earl tacklers, getting close to the 15-yard line. We're in the red zone.
On the carry, pick up about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
They're going to spot it. It's going to be enough. Are they going to move the chains? They are. They're going to move the chains. That's enough for a first down.
I think it was that second effort kind of push at the end of the play there that kind of pushed them over the first down.
You got to wonder if Carlisle might not want to slow down just a little bit here with under 3 minutes to play in the first half with the ball on the 13-yard line. Try to waste as much time as they can. Looks like they may be getting the signal to do that.
Yeah, especially as fast as Earl can score.
Sullivan fakes the pitch, turns around, and it looks like
number 9, Holden Jones on the keeper. Pick up a yard or 2 on the play. Tackle made by number 74, Scott.
Like he's going to get down to about the 11 there. That's what they're going to call it. I'm going to call it second down and 8.
By the way, that was Holden Jones.
Brings up second down and about 8.
Yep. Holden Jones faked the pitch. They've got that little, it's like a quarterback trap play.
Yeah.
They fake the pitch and run right in the cross block. Jones does a good job running the offense here for the Bison. Sullivan gets it, gets up close to the goal line.
Jason Sullivan on the carry. Pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
Where they're going to spot it at.
Number 5, Walker.
That's going to be enough for a first down, 9-yard gain for Sullivan.
Result of that play is good for another Carlisle Bison.
So he got the first down. That's first and goal.
At about the 2-yard line.
And we'll call it the 2 here. 1:49 and counting here in the first half of action. Carlisle trying to tie this one up. They give it to Sullivan up the middle. They call it. Nope.
Number 6, Jason Sullivan.
They're calling it short.
Maybe a yard on the play.
So it's going to be real close here.
Made by the interior of the
it's got to be second down and inches at the goal line here.
The 1.
1:25 and counting in Carlisle. It is to their benefit here to slow this thing down. See if they can probably score under a minute to play. If they can, but of course you never know what might happen down here.
This drive's really wearing on Earl a little bit. You see them down there with their hands on their hips.
Yeah, this has been a very, very good drive for Carlisle. I mean, a very good sustained drive. And I'll tell you what, this has been one heck of a ball game so far. And they're just going back and forth at each other. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if the team that has the ball last wins. I think Jones got it there.
Touchdown, Bison, number 9, Holden Jones on the keeper.
Jones picks up the 1 yard on the keeper. That's a touchdown for Carlisle. And Carlisle ties it up with 48 seconds left. And now they've got a chance to go get the lead, go for 2 here.
Yeah, and you saw that they just loaded up behind the quarterback and called it. Everybody was going forward. Be interesting to see if anyone decides they want to kick an extra point.
Yeah, I think the extra points are out the window at this point.
We saw one and it was missed.
And that's all we. That's it.
That's all we've seen.
Jones under center, fakes the handoff to Sullivan. Does he get in? Was it a double handoff?
I think it was a double handoff. Sullivan.
Number 8, Corey Lenz in for the PAT.
Corey Lenz gets a PAT. Carlisle takes the lead, 28-26. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with more of the Game of the Week double feature right here on ASN.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
In the battle of who's watching more, We've got this one right now watching. 345 watching on our end and 278, I think, watching on the other end. So this game being well participated in. Earle falls on it. And now Earl's going to get the ball. And, you know, I don't watch enough Carlisle to know, but you would think at that point right there they might have tried to kick it a little deeper. Maybe they're afraid of the return men of Earle. I understand why they would be. But, boy, right there you're giving them the ball inside the 50 right there with 47 seconds to go.
Yeah, and we've seen this Earle team score in one play.
And we talk about a 16-point change in swing over a kick.
Well, and I'm telling you what, man. I mean, Earle has scored easily. And, you know, the quarterback's got enough arm to throw it down there. Hurst, he can get it there from here. And, you know, they're looking at McVeigh right now with already 4 touchdowns on the game.
Yeah, and the corner's playing 12 yards off of him.
I don't know if he can play enough yards off of it. Well, it looks like they're making a little bit of a change, and looks like a delay of game is what's going to be called.
Penalty flag. Delay.
Quarterback was trying to call a timeout there. Right?
It looks like they just missed it. I heard the coach say cornerbacks play 30 yards deep. They're playing 3 safeties right now. Sullivan's kind of playing a hybrid safety. You don't need to play linebacker right now, folks.
Yeah.
Hurst, now he's dropping back. He's looking. He's got the man in the flat. That's the running back. Good little move, cutting back, cutting across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. And that's Brian Powell.
Pass complete.
Well, his coaches might be yelling at him. He had a free lane to the sideline. And you're looking at like a 10-second difference here, snapping the ball.
That's a good point there, Trevor.
Yeah, absolutely. Hurst steps up in the pocket, trying to be caught from behind. He is caught from behind, but it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Keeper, pick up about 5 yards on the play.
They're going to call timeout with 8 seconds left.
8 seconds to go. Earl's going to take a timeout. Let's get a live look in over at Hazen right now. 3:41 left over there in the first half of action. You got 32-6 over there. Hazen over Mark Tree. Hazen already looking like they're going to move on into the semifinal round.
Never know what can happen in football. I was doing a game earlier in the year, Darnell versus Rosin.
Right.
Rosin was up 30-0 at halftime.
Yeah, that's true.
You look up halfway through the third quarter, and it was 30-28. Darnell stormed back.
You know, that Mark Tree team that they're playing tonight really wasn't expected to do much this year. And then they just kind of came out of nowhere and won a couple games early. And all of a sudden, you know, they were considered a contender. But, boy, I tell you right now, Hazen's been the team all year long that everybody's looked at as a team to beat. These two teams right here, I promise you, they're going to have a say about it before it's all said and done. So this could be the last play of the first half. 8 seconds to go. Hurst drops back, steps up into the pocket, breaks a tackle, throws it from the 40. He's trying to get it down to the running back. That's intercepted. And that pass was intended for Brian Powell. And that's going to bring us to halftime. And I tell you what, folks, you want to stay with us. This has been a heck of a ball game here so far. 28-26 is your score as we go into the half. Tell you what, Bill, can we leave it on the look-in over there until they go to half? You're going to be able to watch the Hazen game with Mark Tree as we go to half. Bill, you're telling me, what are you wanting to tell me here?
Well, we can watch it. We can't hear.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll just let it roll right now. Not a lot of commentary going to happen here. But, again, it is 28-26 here at Carlisle. Now you're watching the Hazen-Mark Tree game. Looks like Hazen is driving here in this at the end of the first half. 2 minutes and counting in that ball game. Wow, this has been a great first half here from Carlisle. 2 great performances. We're going to have stats and highlights for you. Along with some scores from around the state here at the half. You can watch the last minute and 40 here of this Hazen and Mark Tree game, and I'm going to shut up, see if I can get a water.
Include darkening skies, eye of the storm, and aftermath.
Hey, do me a favor. Get on our channel and see if that audio's going out. The one I just put in?
Yeah.
I just put it in.
People were.
It may be going out.
People in the YouTube video or our video were making fun of
Where'd you get that?
downstairs. A little bit left.
Is there any audio?
It sounds like audio.
What do you mean it sounds like?
On the double feature tonight, you're getting a little bit of a dose of Carlisle and Earle here. We're also getting some of the Hornets, Hazen Hornets over there as they take on Mark Tree. They're up 32-6 at the half. Right here, it's 28-26. It's been one heck of a battle, I can tell you. Great performances by the two offenses, really two big-time players. And we'll talk about those guys in a minute. But first, we want to give you scores from around the state. And we're going to start in 7A, 28-0 Bryant over Rogers. Cabot over Bentonville West, 27-7. Bentonville up 33-0 over North Little Rock. All of these are either halftime or approaching halftime. Conway 23, Fayetteville 0, and that's at Fayetteville. Benton over Lake Hamilton 21-0. That's a little bit of a surprise there. And I don't know if they have this correctly because it's a .3, but we've got Little Rock Catholic 13, Little Rock Christian .3. I don't know if that's right or not. Probably not. We're going to say 13-3 for hope that that's correct. Pulaski Academy up on Mountain Home 44-14 at the half. Robinson up on Batesville 21-0. That's going to set up a possible Parkview-Robinson semifinal in the 5A. That's going to be a fun one. Valley View 21, Camden Fairview 14. Shallow Christian up over Mills 34-20. That's a good one up there in northwest Arkansas. Elkins 21, Ashdown 14. Nashville over Pocahontas 19-7. Connor Baker for Pocahontas broke the state's all-time touchdown record last week. Rivercrest over Star City at the half 28-7. McGee up on Haskell Harmony Grove 36-7 at the half. Lamar up 23-20 over Malvern. That's a little bit of a surprise. Arkadelphia up 38-7 over Ozark. Warren up 34-21 over Stuttgart. Charleston 35-0 over Center Point. Melbourne 20-13 over Greenland. Newport trailing Quitman. That's a surprise, 14-12. Osceola up 34-0 over Camden Harmony Grove. Glen Rose 14, Fordyce 7, Prescott 21, Salem nothing. Boonville 39-14 over Smackover at Smackover. Rising 16-12, I should say, over Bismarck. Harding Academy 38-0 over DeWitt. Mount Ida 30, Desark 20. They had that one flipped in our one way. One of them's flipped. Mount Ida 30-20 over Desark. You were here for Carlisle and Earle. You saw that one. East Poinsett County 28, England 14, Hazen 32, Mark Tree 6. And then in 8-man, you've got Woodlawn 28, Izard County 28, Mountain Pine 20, Rector 8. So with all that, that's the scores from all around the state here. We've got about 6 minutes left on the clock here as we get ready for second half action. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about these stats that you've got in front of you here. Carlisle has not thrown a pass. They had not even attempted one, but they've got 244 yards on the ground. And I'll tell you what, a lot of those are accumulated by one man, and that is Jason Sullivan. Sullivan, 17 carries, 192 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
You might see him at the bottom of the screen next week.
Yes, that's right. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you see primetime performers from all over the state of Arkansas, and, you know, we really have 2 of them here tonight. We'll talk about him in just a moment. Holden Jones has got a touchdown for Carlisle. He's got 9 carries, 18 yards. He's got actually a little bit more than that, but 10 yards lost on the first play of the ball game. Caleb Elliott has 1 carry for 16. Corey Lentz has 2 carries for 17. And TJ Barnett has 1 yard on 1 carry. For the Earle Bulldogs here, you've got Brian Powell. He's got 7 carries for 24 yards. Cameron Smith has 2 carries for 3 yards. And then we've got Hurst for a negative 2 yards. I'm not totally sure if that's correct. But Hurst is 5 of 10 passing, 153 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then you've got Joseph McVeigh, the junior. He's got 4 catches, 143 yards, and 4 touchdowns. 35.8 yards per catch for the Earle Bulldog. And we've got one heck of a game here from Carlisle. So we're going to go to a quick break. Give us a couple minutes. Team's going to get ready to come back out here in a few moments. You're watching 2A quarterfinals, the double feature. You've got Carlisle and Earle, and on the other side, you've got Hazen and Mark Tree. Man, we're having fun up here tonight. Again, thank you to the sponsors. We've got Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, and Carlisle Implement Company. We appreciate you joining us here tonight, and we'll be looking for somewhere to go in the semifinals. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with more of the 2A quarterfinals live from Carlisle on the Arkansas Sports Network in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here at Carlisle, it's getting cold.
It's getting real cold.
It's getting cold in here, so keep on all your clothes. Oh, man, looky there. I found my gloves.
You found your gloves.
I was about to say, I tried to tell you they were behind the...
Oh, well, thanks. The young guy letting us know. Trevor, let's talk a little bit about this game here that you've been able to watch. Been a fun one. Just give us some of your thoughts on what happened in the first half of play.
Well, really, both teams found who had the hot hand, and they were going for him. Sullivan for Carlisle has he has 17 carries so far. Of course, they haven't thrown a pass yet, but when you almost have 300 yards of offense or 250, I guess, why would you pass the ball anyway? And then
right.
Earl McVeigh's has 4 catches, 4 touchdowns, and one of them was kind of a miracle play.
Right.
The quarterback's getting dragged down, throws it to him, finds a way to score. But regardless, both teams pretty much letting their offense settle in, score. We had 1 punt in the game. But other than that, both teams been pretty successful here on offense.
Yeah, and it's definitely been an offensive ball game here from Carlisle. And I tell you what, like I said, we've seen a lot of blowouts this year on the Arkansas Sports Network. And if you don't know, we do travel all over the state trying to find good games throughout the state of Arkansas. We pick them weekly, and we think, hey, we got a good one here. And then all of a sudden, it's not so good. But this one right here has been fun. It has been a good one so far. And I really expect that this one's going to be a good one here in the second half, because you really got two teams here that, man, they just don't seem to be able to stop the other one.
Right, and both looks like both teams are warming up, but yeah, great first half for both teams, unless you want to play good defense, I guess. But still, both teams turned the ball over once. One was a tipped interception, the other one was a kind of a muffed kick, and those two muff kicks came back to bite Carlisle bad.
Yes, they did, but Carlisle was able to take the lead into the half. You know, again, Carlisle won the toss and elected to receive. So now Earl's going to get the ball here in the second half. And, you know, again, been very little stopping. Let's see how – it seems like Carlisle's adjusted just a little bit because, you know, Earl's throwing it deep. They're getting it out. They're just throwing it deep. They're throwing it deep to McVeigh and, you know, trying to, I guess, take advantage of what they feel like is their advantage. And I tell you what, McVeigh would be an advantage for most anybody and most any team. He is something else. He's a very, very good football player. So, again, it's been a fun one. Jason Sullivan, almost 200 yards on the ground in the first half, 17 carries, 192, and 3 touchdowns. One of the best performances that we have seen so far. And, well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one of the great performances that we've got right now is we got Carlisle showing out. And I say that, Earl as well, being a part of our live stream tonight. We said, who is it going to be? Who's going to be the team that has the most views? And I believe right now this game right here that we're on is getting more viewership than the game at Hazen, which is saying something because last time we went to Hazen, by the time we were done, we had 16,000 views on it. Now, there's a little difference between Facebook and YouTube on viewership. But we've already got over 2,000 YouTube views on this one. And so, man, it's a lot of fun. We're having a good time here. And it's going to be a fun second half to a quarterfinal action here from Carlisle Bison Stadium. As we're getting ready to start second half action, Carlisle coming out. And Earl will take the kickoff. When we say take the kickoff, we don't say get the ball.
Yes.
We're not totally sure about that part, but Earl will take the kickoff in the second half.
Especially the way Carlisle's onside kicked it every time. So you never know what's going to happen.
We appreciate Carlisle for having us. It's been a lot of fun here so far. Hazen as well. This is the first time that we've done 2 statewide broadcasts back-to-back, and, of course, we're just 8-9 miles down the road. We've got our crew over there, Duran Miller, Adam Johnston, Aaron Powers over there. They're over there holding the fort down. Brad Caldwell, Trevor Hawley, and Bill Harshaw here as we get ready for second half action between Earl and Carlisle. And they're putting it on a tee this time. They've got another kicker out. That is number 20, Peyton Huggins. Peyton Huggins kicking off this time around. Huggins, little squib kick. That's the one you don't want to kick it to. That's McVeigh. He gets to the outside. He's across the 40. And let's see where they spot it.
Number 13, Joseph McVeigh.
Looks about the 37-yard line.
30.
So Earl made a little bit of an adjustment there on the squib kick, and now Earl's going to get the ball in great field position. It seems like Earl's been on the Carlisle side of the field all game long.
Yeah, and if you want to celebrate if you're a Carlisle fan, McVeigh touched the ball and he didn't score.
Right? Good point there, Trevor. 11:52 here as we get ready to get things started here in the third quarter of action. Bunch set on the right-hand side. Handoff goes to Smith. Smith, little bowling ball action, gets all the way down to pretty close to the 30-yard line. I think that's where they're going to spot it, so that's going to be a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
They're just going back to the inside zone.
Handoff again. He bounces it outside this time, though. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Number 24, Cameron Smith on the
Where are they going to spot it? Looks like they're going to spot it on the 22. That's going to be an 8-yard ball gain, or 8-yard gain, I should say. And that's a first down for the Bulldogs. No huddle action here. Handoff goes to the right-hand side.
He dropped
Ball's
the
on the
ball.
ground. Who's going to get it? I don't know. I think Earl. Does Earl have it? They do have it.
Wow.
Boy, that was scary for Earl, and he got a man down after he recovered that fumble. Who is that on the ground? So that's number 8 for Earl. We got to find him on the roster here. I don't see it. Oh, there he is.
Carmelo Scott.
He said it.
Second down and 12.
So that's going to be a loss on the play. Given to the quarterback. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. They throw it out to McVeigh. He gets up between defenders. And, boy, a good tackle there because that was going to be another touchdown.
Hurst's pass complete to number 13, McVeigh.
Outside of that kickoff, that's the first time he has touched the ball and not scored.
Tackle made by number 22, Gavin
You
Richards.
want to celebrate that?
There's a penalty flag on the
Oh,
play.
we got a penalty, so what do we got?
Holding against the Bulldogs.
Holding.
That is a 10-yard spot foul.
Second.
Ooh, so that brings them all the way back. Negates that play, gets them back to the 35. Bring up 2nd down and Hazen.
Holy. It was already like 2nd and 7.
2nd and 13 before they started.
Okay.
Now it's 2nd and 23.
2nd and a country mile.
It's second down about 22 from the 35-yard line.
Hurst looking down the field, steps up into the pocket. He's throwing down to McVeigh. It's intercepted. I believe that's Lentz.
Number 12.
Underthrown. Corey Lentz
intercepted by number 8.
picks up
Corey
his
Lentz.
second interception of the ball game.
Down about the 7-yard line.
And Carlisle makes a
First
stop.
and 10 for the
They'll
Bison.
pick up the offense at the 7-yard line. And a big play there for the Bison.
Yeah, Earl was looking for McVeigh in the end zone. A little bit underthrown. Quarterback was on the run, but the fact that he even got it to the end zone is crazy. But that's the second turnover forced by the Bison. See what their offense can do with the ball.
Wing T formation for the Bison. Handoff goes to Sullivan. He's feeling fresh. You can tell those legs are moving a little
Number
quicker.
6, Jason Sullivan on
Gets
the
all
carry.
the way
Pick up
out to the
about 10 or 12
17-yard
yards on the
line.
play.
10-yard
Tackle made by number
pickup. I
11,
think they're
Leon
going to move
Cody.
the chains.
Result of that play is good for another
First
Carlisle
down.
Bison.
And I believe
First and 10
Sullivan
for
just
Bison.
cracked the 200-yard mark right
About
there.
17-yard line.
$18 carries, 209 now.
A
little trap play.
Number 4,
That's
Caleb
going to be
Elliott on
a
the carry. Pick up a couple, 3 yards on the play.
2-yard
Tackle
pickup.
made by number 24, Smith.
Bring up 2nd and 8.
That brings up second down and 8 from the 20-yard line.
Feels like it got a little colder since the start of the game.
Yes, no doubt. It is fall football in the state of Arkansas, that's for sure. Little double handoff trap there. Oh, goodness.
Number 8,
goes
Corey
to Corey
Lentz on the
Lentz.
carry. Stopped by number 13,
Well, they
Joseph McVeigh.
didn't like it. WWE SmackDown right
For no
there.
gain.
Ball's
Through
on
the
the
table.
20. That's going to be 2nd down and 8.
McVeigh showed he can play offense and defense. And I'm really surprised they didn't throw a flag.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
you know, he's a strong kid. That 3rd down here, 3rd down at 8. No gain on the play there.
But hey, if the ref didn't blow the whistle, make the play.
That's it. Sullivan gets it. He's got a first down. He's across the 40, across the 50, 40, down to the 35, 30, 25, 20. He's carrying a tackler all the way down to the 15-yard
Number 6,
line.
Jason Sullivan on the carry. Tackle made by number 12, Hurst. And that's good for
That
another
is-
Carlisle Bison.
That's a
First and 10 for the Bison
66-yard
at
gain.
15-yard line of the Bulldogs.
And Sullivan's got 268 now. We might need to be on state record watch right now.
Yeah, he's only on 19 carries, and we got 7:45 left in this quarter.
First down and 10, ball on the 15-yard line. Carlisle driving. Sullivan, boy, he's looked fresh out of the second half here, man. He is looking good. 7:34 and counting. Power formation. Little quarterback trap. Getting down close to the 5-yard line is Holden Jones.
8 yards on
8 yards on the carry. That's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Now, Brad, would you know the state record for rushing yards
I
in a
would
game?
not, but my goodness, we got to be on watch at this point. 268, still 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And they still haven't thrown a pass yet.
They sure haven't.
This third quarter's flying by.
Jones down to about the
Number 9,
3-yard
Holden
line.
Jones
That's
on
going
the
to be
carry.
enough
Pick
for a
up of
first
about
down.
4 yards on the play. The result of that play is good for another Carlisle Bison. 1st and goal at about the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal for Carlisle, up 28-26 here. 6 minutes and 26 seconds and counting here in the third quarter.
If we had to guess the play, I'm guessing.
You got to be thinking Jason Sullivan right here.
Left, right, and center.
Right. Motion man comes off to the left, the H-back position. Sullivan gets it. He's going to get in. That's a touchdown. 3 yards out.
Touchdown, Bison,
Jason
number 6,
Sullivan,
Jason
that's his
Sullivan.
4th of the game. And he is really having a heck of a ball game tonight. And I tell you what, we have seen some good performances this year, but Sullivan and McVeigh have really put on a show tonight for both these teams.
Yeah, and I'd say it's up there with the best performance I've seen. I saw Drew Vega of Darnell. He's the first quarterback I've seen have a pick six. 2 pick sixes in one game.
Did he not have a kickoff return in that game?
That was Creed.
Yeah.
The brother duo. Creed had a kick return for a touchdown in that game. I think Drew ran for 4 touchdowns that game.
Sullivan, I'm sorry, Jones.
Number 9, Holden Jones in for the
gets
PAT.
The 2-point conversion. Carlisle takes a 36-26 lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the dual feature here in just a moment. You're watching the ASN Game of the Week.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
We're back here, 6:05 left here in the third quarter of action. Carlisle, 2 touchdowns in a row to get the lead to 10. Now as they kick it back to Earle. Earle, the very dangerous offense that they have. You know they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. A little short kickoff. Going to be kicked out of bounds. I don't know if that's good or bad at this point.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, probably best for Carlisle at this point that it went out of bounds, and they're going to start on, I guess, the 40. Two kids on the field tonight for each team. They've got 4 touchdowns. I mean, you don't see it. I don't know that I've ever seen it. Don't know that I've ever seen, each team have a 4-touchdown player in a game. I've seen 5 touchdowns by one player. I've seen lots of big-time action.
1st and 10 for
Ball's going to be on the 35, by the way, so
line.
that really wasn't a bad kickoff there.
Right, and I looked up most rushing yards in one game in Arkansas high school football history.
What is it?
608.
Okay, probably not going to make that tonight.
John Bunch of Elkins versus Winslow in 1974.
Winslow doesn't even have a football team anymore. Ball's thrown out to the wing. That's number 10. We'll get his name in just a moment. He gets down to about the 45-yard
Number 12,
line.
first pass, complete to number 10.
That's a 30-yard pickup there. And who is that, if you can find him?
Quentin King Jr.
Tackle made by number 22.
Quentin King.
The first and 10 for the Bulldogs at their Bison 46-yard line.
30-yard pickup for King. And just like that, big pickup there, and Earl has it. Handoff goes off to the right-hand side. He's stuffed in the backfield.
Yeah, they seem to really love that bunch formation on the right.
Number 2, Brian Powell on the carry. Stop, little or no gain by number 65, Luke Petras.
So, yeah, I don't know if that state or the game record is attainable. 608's a lot in one game.
Yeah, that one's probably not going to happen, but we are
you know what he
watching a great
did?
performance.
You know what he had to have done after Matt's performance? He
What?
went and turned off the PlayStation.
Well, at that time, they didn't have PlayStation. It was the Atari, probably. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's being flushed, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And that's a big loss there. Looks like a loss of about 7 or 8.
In the backfield for about a 10-yard loss by number 44, Gabe Moore.
I believe it's we're going to say a 7-yard loss, 8-yard loss on that. Bring up third down and 17-18.
Third down and about 20 from the 46-yard line.
I can't even. I can't even. Oh, gosh. I love it. I love it. So third, and I'm going to call it 18. We got 17 on the screen, I believe. Hurst drop backs the pass. We've got a flag on the play. Looks like in the area of holding. Ball's thrown incomplete. Let's see what they call.
Pass ball's incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
If I had to guess, they're going to decline it.
I assume they will, yes. It is. They're asking Carlisle, and they're going to decline the penalty there.
Call is holding against the Bulldogs.
That's going to bring
declined.
up
It brings
fourth
up
down
fourth
and
20.
18.
We've seen Earl go for it 4th and 13, 4th and 9.
Looks like they're switching out to the punt team this time.
But when you're down 10, not sure you have room for going for it on 4th and 18.
Right. Karan Austin got a punt for the Bulldogs. You got to watch. I mean, there's so much speed on the field for the Bulldogs. They can fake it at any point here.
Especially with that one-on-one matchup from the Gunners.
Got a flag on the play.
False start.
Yep, false
Penalty
start.
flag on the play. Illegal motion against the Bulldogs. Backs them up 5 more yards.
Fourth false start of the game?
Yes.
Maybe 5th.
5-yard penalty, going to back it up. Fourth down and about 23 yards now. Kick is up. Fair catch called for. Ball is caught.
Number 12, David Hayes.
Carlisle going to have the possession. Ball going to be on the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Carlisle with an opportunity here to go up 3 scores with a possible touchdown.
Yeah, and this is going to be an important possession for the Earl defense.
Yeah, they've got to find a solution for Jason Sullivan. Sullivan pushing 300 yards rushing right now.
First and 10 for the Bison at their own 35-yard line.
Bill and I had a game our first year where we had a kid had 312 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns that night at Pottsville. One of the best performances that I've seen. This one right here is getting there and possibly topping it.
I'll say second in history is 487.
Okay. Sullivan brought
Number
down.
6, Jason Sullivan on the carry. Pick up about 8 or 9 on the play.
So let's see what they call. We're going to call it. Well, that's close. I'll call it 8.
Made by number 12.
Second down
Hurst.
and 2.
That brings up 2nd and 1 from the 44-yard line.
Me and the announcer disagree on almost every one of them.
It's a judgment call at some point. When you made the call.
I think I was wrong on it, though. I think it's 9 now, just looking at it.
It's like they moved that ball a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
But I have to guess you're going to add a couple more yards here.
Little trap handoff. Oh, it's close. Looks like
Number
he's
8,
going to
Corey
have
Lenz on the
it.
carry. Pick
Lenz
up a couple
does pick
yards
up the
on
first
play.
down. And that was a pickup of 2 on the play-ish. And I put it on the wrong one.
But number 8,
Making sure
Scott,
you knew.
is up to that play. Is good for another Carlisle Bison first down.
I'd say this is the fastest moving quarter we've had so far. We're at under 3 minutes here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, when you keep the ball on the ground like you do here, it is supposed to move quicker. Of course, time is becoming the enemy of the Bulldogs right now as we're under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. We got a flag on the play.
Another false start.
Dead ball. Illegal motion against the Bison. 5-yard penalty against the Bison.
2:43 left here. Back them up 5. First down and 15. Ball is going to be on the 41-yard line of Carlisle. Carlisle seems to be slowing down just a little bit here.
10 seconds on the play clock. So, yeah, they're taking a little more time calling plays.
Handoff goes to Sullivan. Oh boy, I thought he had a hole there.
Number 6
gets out to the 48-yard line. That's going to be a 7-yard gain. So it's second down and 7 or 8 there. It's really close.
I'm going to call it 7.
Okay, I think you're right. We'll give him 8 on that carry. I mean, that's the 49-ish where they got it spotted. Right in the middle at the C. The iconic Carlisle C. But I tell you what, there's a lot of state championships coming through this place. Well, little mix-up on the play there. Jones still carrying defenders. He gets down to the 45, gets all the way across the 45, and I think that's going to be enough for a first down.
He turned around to see who am I handing this ball off to, and nobody was there. He said, I'll keep it myself, got a first down. And that might be his hardest 3 yards he's had all day.
3-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback, Holden Jones. Just stay low and keep driving. We'll give you a live look in at Hazen here in a moment. Thanks to Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, and Carlisle Implement Company for sponsoring us tonight. If you'd like for us to come back, let us know. We'd love to be a part of semifinal. Got to have a little bit of sponsorship to help with that, though, because AAA charges us every time we come out. Jones gets around the end. Nope, he doesn't. McVeigh keeps him from
number
that.
9, Holden Jones on the keeper.
And
little or no gain on the play. Tackle made by number 13.
Going to be no gain on the play.
Yeah, McVeigh's all over the field. He's making catches.
He said, no, sir. Tell you what, McVeigh's a heck of a ball player. I don't know who he's getting looked at by, but, boy, somebody needs to be looking at him. Got several swag schools looking at him. He's a good ball player.
Both sides of the ball as well. We saw him pick a guy up earlier.
They looking at him as D-end or wide receiver? Receiver. Well,
I don't think they're going to snap it, Brad.
No, I don't think they are either, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third. Let's get that live look in ready. How about that? Thanks to Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, Heirloom Legal, and the Arkansas Army National 26. Guard. Bill just rolling his eyes there. Facebook on that side. We got a live look in as we're going to come to the Hazen ball game, see what's going on over there with our friends Duran Miller, Adam Johnston. They're going into commercial right now.
Oh, fantastic. Good timing.
So they can play our commercials for us. Adam Johnston, Aaron Powers over there, and Duran Miller doing play-by-play. And I can see we've got 195 watching over there now. So this game over here is blowing that game out of the water now. 4:02 on this side. My goodness. Hey, we appreciate both schools and really all the schools involved. I know there's some Earle folks watching us tonight. Appreciate that. We've got a 40-6 ball game over there, close to the mercy rule. Not quite there just yet, but looks like it's coming up. Hazen going to move on into the semifinals. Will Carlisle join them, or maybe will Earle make a comeback here in the fourth quarter? It's going to be interesting to see that. Let us know in the comments if you've liked what you've seen here with the Arkansas Sports Network and our double feature. This is the first time that we've ever done this, going statewide with 2 ball games. We have enjoyed ourselves. We've had a great time here, Carlisle and at Hazen. And schools have treated us very well, and if you'd like us to come back, let us know. Let us know. And again, Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, and Carlisle Implement Company. Appreciate you guys for helping us tonight. So we're getting ready for fourth quarter action. Carlisle with the ball in Earle Bulldog territory.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to go back to wasting as much time as possible because Earle does score fast.
They should.
So the last thing you want to do is give them the ball a couple times to see what they can do.
Sullivan gets it off tackle, gets across the 40.
Number 6, Jason Sullivan.
Down to the 39-yard line. That's a 4-yard. 4-yard gain there on the play. And that brings up third down and 6.
And as much credit you want to give to Jason Sullivan on tonight's performance. You can't do it without an O-line. Not to say he had made people miss, but.
Yeah, Carlisle is moving, though. That big O-line of Earle. Good-sized kids down there. You know, again, Hazen. We talk a lot about Hazen here. Hazen's been the number 1 team. Carlisle is the team that gave the best game to Hazen this year. And you can see why.
Yeah, they're a good team.
3rd and 6, ball on the 39. Jones, little quarterback trap play, nothing doing
Number 9,
there.
Holden Jones on the keeper. Little or no gain on the play.
They tricked me. I thought Sullivan had the ball.
Well, they're playing everything off of him. No gain for Jones.
With number 11,
Jones got 14 carries, 39 yards tonight.
From the 39-yard line.
So this is a long 6 yards here for Carlisle. Jones looks at it. Motion man. They get it to Sullivan. Sullivan gets behind his block, get across the sticks. He does. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Pick up about 8 yards on the play.
8-yard gain for Sullivan.
Went out of bounds at about
and that's going to be 300 for Sullivan, according to my count.
And that's good for another Carlisle Bison.
24 carries, 300 yards for Jason Sullivan tonight. Ball on the 32. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back him up 1. He's 299. That was a 7-yard gain. I'm backing him up 1.
Give him a little motivation.
Right. Carlisle milking that clock now. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Elliott. Elliott picking up about 4 yards on that play.
Number 4, Caleb Elliott on the carry. Pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Tackle made by number 60, Tommy Harris.
Elliott 4 carries, 22 yards, 5.5 per carry. Clock is just running now. You know, the second half has went
fast.
Down
about 6 from the 29-yard line.
Carlisle is just 3 yards in the cloud of dust right now. Earle needs to figure out a way to strip one away from him, try to keep them from, running so much time out, if nothing else.
Right. Well, every set of downs is most valuable right now for Earle. You got to get a stop, get the ball back.
Jones gets his team up to the line. Little quarterback trap play. They were on to that play.
Number 9, Holden Jones on the keeper.
No gain on the play. We've got a flag in the backfield.
Tackle made by number 13.
Let's see what they've got.
Evans, there's penalty flags on the play.
It's going to be after the play.
Yeah. See who's it on? Is it on Carlisle? Is it on Earle?
Well, I saw 72. He's coming off the field now.
Yeah.
He pushed the Earle guy, but Earle kind of pushed him afterwards. It'll be interesting to see who they call it on.
So we got 2nd down 6, balls on the 29.
Personal foul against the Bison.
Oh, against Carlisle. So it's offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties.
And they're going to say, I believe the ref signaled 3rd. So it's after the play, so it's just nothing doing there. Play stands. And we've got third down and 6 for Carlisle. They're about to wind the clock. They do. We're under 9 minutes to play now. We appreciate everybody that's watched this one so far. Thank you for watching us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, hit that notification bell. When we're live on Facebook or on YouTube, you'll know. And go like us on Facebook if you like Razorback coverage. Sullivan gets up. He's gone. That's a touchdown, 29 yards out. Jason Sullivan.
Touchdown, Bison.
He's over 300 now.
Sure, yeah. I called that. Where was the ball at? Right
Sullivan, that's his 5th touchdown of the ball game. 25 carries, 328 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Go ahead and call him a primetime performer because that's exactly what he is. Yeah. 42-26 Carlisle looking for the 2-point conversion.
And usually when you see a guy have 25 carries, you're not expecting him to have 13.1 rushes.
Well, and again, 5'9", 205, but boy, the speed. I mean, unbelievable. Really good speed for Jason Sullivan. He's a tough back. He's going to be fun to watch as we finish this season out. Coming into the, look like a little inverted formation there. Split veer. And we got, I think the ball got on the ground, so nothing doing there. 8 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Carlisle with a 42-26 lead.
8:29 left.
Let's take a quick break. We'll go.
Bulldogs 26.
We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching the double feature here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. Like I said, like us on Facebook if you like Razorback coverage. Do a little bit of Razorback talk. Along with, subscribe to us. You're watching us here on YouTube right now. Let us know. We just got an update from Mount Ida Desark. It's a 30-28 ball game. Mount Ida up 2 on Desark. That's one to watch here as we wind things down. 8 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Trevor's getting critical here for Earle. They've got to find that quick strike offense again.
Yeah, we're down by 16. You're going to have to go for 2, which they're going to do anyway, so that really doesn't matter. But they're going to score quick because you're running out of time here.
McVeigh has it. He's getting to the outside. We got a block in the back. It's coming back no matter what happens.
Number 13, McVeigh on the return. Bounds at about the 33-yard line. There is a penalty flag on the play.
That's a tough one, but I think McVeigh may have knew it. Tough play there.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 from the spot of the foul. The flag's at the 25.
Earle just really hasn't had the ball here in the second half. And I guess that's one way of keeping a quick strike offense down.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Don't give them the football.
An offense that scores quick. If they don't have the ball, they can't score.
8:21 to play here in this ball game. And Earle, if they're going to make it serious, it's time right now. They got to go. They've got to go. They've been phenomenal so far.
Be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 15-yard line.
It's 8 minutes, still a lot of time, but the way Carlisle's offense is going right now, it's going to be hard to get them off the ball, especially quick.
Looking out to the wing, they've got McVeigh. They're trying to chase him down. Oh, my goodness, he makes a move on the sideline, and Carlisle's over there to catch him.
Hurst pass.
I tell you what, every time he catches the ball, you think he's going to go the distance.
12 yards on the play.
You have to.
And it's going to be right at the stick. They're going to go ahead and move it. That's a first down, 10-yard catch there for McVeigh.
That play is 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
He's been phenomenal tonight.
At the 25-yard line.
It's been rare to see him touch the ball and not score. So
that's right. First and 10, ball on the 25 for the Bulldogs. 8:12 remaining now. Hurst drops back to pass. He's being flushed out. He's got plenty of room to run. He pulls it down, gets down. He wisely slides about the 41-yard line. 16-yard pickup there for Hurst.
Be first and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 41 now. First and 10 to go for Earle. This drive started on the 15-yard line. Earle already moving the ball. Hurst dropping back to pass. He's directing his offense. Pulls it down again. Gets across the 50. They're going to call another block in the back, I think.
Hurst on the keeper.
Well, I don't know about that one.
50-yard line.
I don't know if you saw it. It was right here in front of us. He put his hands out. Didn't seem to give him a push, though, but they're calling it. They're going to move it back.
Against the Bulldogs.
So it's going to be a spot foul. It's going to move it back to the 40 after the run. Going to move it back to the 40 right at the 50 is where they're going to mark that play at. So it's going to bring it maybe 1 yard back, so it's going to be first and 11.
39-yard line where it'll be first and 11.
But the biggest thing is the time that was wasted right there for Earle.
Yeah, you got about 9 yards there after a long run, too.
Yeah, you're right at midfield pretty much. Maybe just a little bit further.
They're going 5 wide.
5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Hurst lets it go. Throws it underneath to number 1. They've got that.
Number 12, Hurst pass complete.
That's Kiamar Moore.
To number 1.
But really not much doing there. Looks like a loss on the play.
No gain on the play. Matter of fact, lost about a yard. Tackle made by number 2, Preston Parker.
So second down and 12 now. Yeah, you're right. Well, false start.
Penalty flags on the play.
The thing is, I wonder if they're going to call the false start on because
right.
3 of the receivers saw the quarterback clap, but the ball didn't go.
Second and about 16 from the 35-yard line.
Penalties hurting Earle right now. 7 penalties, 50 yards. Second and 17, ball on the 35. Hurst dropping back again, flushed out again. Seems like the same story, second verse. Ball thrown down the field.
12, Hurst pass falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete pass. It's going to bring up third down and 17.
Makes it third and 17 from the 35-yard line.
Credit to that Earl line. They're letting Hurst run around all day back there.
They are. Coverage has been a little bit better down the field for Carlisle after the first half performance of McVeigh. They've been able to at least contain him some, just a little bit.
It's hard to contain a guy that has 5 catches for 153 yards.
And 4 touchdowns. It's like Randy Moss on Thanksgiving Day against the Dallas Cowboys. Throwing it down the field. It's intended for Moore. A good call. He got his hands underneath it. Nice call by the referee. That's going to be close to a first down, if not a first down. What are they going to mark it at?
From here, this
looks like a first down.
I was about to say.
18 yards on that play, first down for Earle, and they really kept it alive right there. Still got to move a little bit quicker if they want to be a serious player in this ball game. Down 16 here. 6 minutes coming up in this ball game.
Yeah, they moved the ball about 20 yards, but wasted about 2 minutes.
It looks like holding. Looks like they're going to get a hold no matter what happens on this play. Ball's thrown. It's going to be incomplete.
12, Hurst pass. Falls incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
And again, it's as much as anything, it's the time. And
holding
you got to think that right now you try to get McVeigh out there and just throw it up to him and see what happens.
That is a
Honestly, that was working in the first half. You might as well try it.
Yeah.
Now it's first and long.
42-26.
Moves the ball back
Carlisle
to the 39
looking
yard
like they're on the cusp of moving on into the semifinals.
Yeah, with 5:55 left.
22.
Earle got the ball with about 8:21 left in the quarter. And now it's 5:55, and they've only moved about 20 yards.
Oh, Hurst drops it. He's down, and again, just going backward. After they had made it from the 35 to the 50, they've lost back across the 35. Now they're back to the 34-yard line. 5-yard loss there.
And right there, you'd probably rather take a false start because at least you don't lose the down, but now it's
26.
Second and 26 is what they're going to say.
There you go, and the time.
Yeah, now the clock's running as well.
Second down in Lonoke.
Good move by Hurst. He gets out of the pocket and somehow gets it complete. Good pass, good catch.
12. Hurst pass.
Down on the 49-yard line. 15-yard gain there, but they're still behind the sticks right now. Looks like about third down and 12.
Yeah, and he got out of bounds there as well. Stopped the clock.
That brings up third down and
So
about.
you get 15 yards, you get the clock to stop, and obviously this is a 4-down situation.
Quentin King picked up that catch. He's got 2 catches for 35 yards. Throwing down the middle, and I believe it's picked. Nope, not quite picked. That was a tough pass.
12. Hurst pass
down the middle. Good play by the safety.
7,
that was number 7, Lawson Petrus.
That brings up 4th and 12 from
kind of looked like he was open on the seam, and they played cover 3, so that was kind of covered there.
So 4th and 12. This might be the last gasp here for Earle. 5:09 left here in this ball game. 4th and 12. Just on the other side of the 50 is Earle.
And last time we had this type of situation, they looked for McVeigh.
You got a timeout. Carlisle going to take a timeout. Let's do a little look in over at Hazen right now, see what's going on over there. 40-6, still not in the mercy rule. We thought that they were going to be done before us, but it looks like we're going to be done before them, and they got to be jealous right now.
It is cold.
It is cold. It feels like playoff football in the state of Arkansas, that's for sure. And you're looking live at Hazen and Mark Tree, 40-6, 11:05 left in that ball game. Hazen going on to the semifinals.
2:14 watching that.
And you know what? I didn't even fix that bracket at halftime. Let's look at the bracket. I'm going to look at this bracket that I've got in my hand right now. So Carlisle is going to take on the winner of Des Arc and Mount Ida. East Poinsett County and England are playing right now. Hazen will take on the winner there. Could it be a possible Carlisle and Hazen matchup in the finals? That would be something.
Be a good matchup to watch. I can tell you that.
It would be. But, you know, Earl's not done just yet. They need to make a play right here at 4th down and 12. A play right here, if they score a touchdown, we've already seen a 4th down touchdown from them. They're right back in this ball game, and it's not quite over. And you've got to think at this point you're going to try to get it to McVeigh in any way that you possibly can.
Right. I don't blame him. He's your superstar player.
He's lined up in the slot right now. He goes in motion. They're running him on out. They're going to take him on an up. Hurst trying to get it to him. Hazen's got it. I'm sorry, Carlisle's got him.
Number 12.
Sacks him.
Going to
get the ball on about the 44-yard line, and I think that's just about going to do it.
1st and 10 for the Bison.
Not quite yet, but close. 1st down and 10. Carlisle has it. Again, we want to thank Chambers Nursing and Rehab. And we want to thank Riceland Foods and Carlisle Implement Company for making this possible, along with D3 Auto Sales. D3 Auto Sales, you can make a buy over there. All you got to do is say, hey, I heard you on the Arkansas Sports Network. Get $500 off that buy. And also thank you to Heirloom Legal, the Arkansas Army National Guard, and Arkansas Tech University.
Well, this is
Jones
different.
looking to throw the ball for the first time, and he's got a completion.
Number 9, Holden Jones, a pass complete to number 12.
David Hayes.
David Hayes picked up
So,
about 9 yards
what
on
it
the
took
play.
for us to see Carlisle throw the ball
Brings
is
us
go up
second
by
down and
16.
2.
Right.
Under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
So it was a 9-yard gain
36-yard
on that
line.
play.
Pretty much 9.5, but yes, 9.
Right.
You want to keep that clock moving, though. This is not what Carlisle's looking to do here. You want to keep the ball moving.
And we haven't seen them snap the ball out of shotgun since the first possession of the game, and now they're back to it.
Sullivan gets it on the handoff, gets up the field, gets a nice move. He's across the 20, the 15, 10, just out of
Number
bounds.
6.
Going to get all the way
Jason
down
Sullivan
to
on
the
the run,
6-yard
pickup of
line.
about 30 on the play,
29-yard
right?
pickup. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
6-yard
Sullivan's
line.
got 357 on 26
And that's
carries.
good for another Carlisle Bison.
13.7 yards a carry for Sullivan. He's already got 5 touchdowns, so they're going to try to get him number 6.
Well, the thing is, as well, he went out of bounds.
Right.
We're not wasting any, or they're not wasting any time.
Good point. Good point. They threw the ball on one play, gets out of bounds on the other. Both times actually got
We
out of
think
bounds.
this is the final score. Mount Ida 30, Desert 28.
Oh, so Mount Ida moves past Desark. So it looks like a possible Mount Ida and Carlisle matchup right here at Carlisle. Sullivan goes up the middle. That's his
Touchdown,
6th
Bison, number 6,
touchdown
Jason Sullivan.
of the ball game. 363 yards on the ground. Unbelievable performance for Jason Sullivan. Carlisle goes up 48-26.
It's just crazy to think about that state record. He's still 280 yards away from breaking the state record
Right.
for carry yards in a game.
This is, for me, the most rushing yards I've ever seen in a high school football game. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of high school football games. We're lined up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good.
PAT is good.
Hit that deer stand.
It hit the deer stand
With
behind the
4:37
goalpost.
left in the ball game. Bison
4:37 left. We're going to go to a
26.
quick break. 49-26 is the score. We'll be back here in just a moment. Let's see if we're going to try to see if we can get maybe some guys up here. Maybe you think we can do that? I don't know. This press box is a little shaky. I don't know. We might not be able to, but it'd be nice to get maybe Jason Sullivan and the head coach up here for Carlisle. We'll see if we can arrange that, I should say. Good point. We'll do that in just a moment.
You didn't even think about that.
Right? So we got a little pooch kick, fair catch called for. Ball's going to be
Number
on
11.
the 46-yard line. 4:36 to go now. Earl trailing by
Cody with the
23.
fair
And
catch and the
you've got to
kickoff.
think about this.
He first
Earl was
and 10
up
for the Bulldogs.
26-20
They're
at
on
one
46
point in
yard
the
line.
ball game, and Carlisle has scored 29 unanswered points.
That is true.
You know, Earl really, after the muffed kickoff down here by Carlisle, they had all the momentum.
And they didn't score in that possession, I don't think.
Right.
Maybe that's what kind of turned the table over.
So ball thrown out to McVeigh. McVeigh gets around the end. How many yards
Number
is that
12,
going
first
to be?
pass complete to number 13, Joseph
It's
McVeigh.
out to the 50,
Picked
right
up
at the
of about
50-yard
5
line.
yards on the play.
Looks like it's going to bring
Out of
up
bounds, number 2,
second
Preston
down
Parker.
and 6, I'm going to call it. 4-yard gain.
Also, whoever's keeping the clock here at the stadium ran the clock a little too long.
Ball snap. They're looking down the field. Good throw there Almost intercepted. Hung up just a little bit too long. He had a guy.
Pass intended for number
So Carlisle has made a pretty good adjustment here, going to a 3 safety look. It's really helped it here on the back end of the defense. Got 3rd down and 5 now.
Yeah, he needed to put that ball more on the sideline than he did.
Yeah. Just hung up just a little bit too long. Carlisle looking like they're going to move on into the final 4.
And it is 3rd down. The sticks say second, but it is 3rd.
Hirsch steps up. He's throwing down the field for McVeigh. McVeigh makes the catch. Oh, my goodness. That's a touchdown. And just like that, Earl
12,
on the board, 50-yard touchdown.
Joseph McVeigh for a touchdown.
Joseph McVeigh, that's his 5th touchdown on the game. He's got 207 yards on 7 catches tonight, 5 touchdowns. 2 unbelievable performances by 2 unbelievable players. What a great game this has been. What a great game this has been for both players.
And it's rare to see a guy go for 200 receiving yards in general.
Right.
We see one guy go for 300 rushing yards pretty much.
You've got one guy on one hand has 6 touchdowns. The other guy's got 5. Unbelievable. Smith, bowling ball. Does he get in? He does. And that's 49-34, so you got to expect an onside kick. Let's go to live look in here. Can you do that? Or you? Bill kind of bringing it up here. He does. He's got it up. I think I caught him off guard just a little bit. Live looking at Hazen's 46-6. So now they're in the moving clock.
They caught up to us.
They did. 4:20, 4:18 left. There you're looking at Hazen. It's been a fun double feature between these two games. Not between the 2 schools, but the 2 games. I think Carlisle has won the viewership
Here's something y'all might be interested
tonight.
in. Mr. Jason Sullivan has 27 carries for 366 yards so far.
Let's see if I match that. They just announced it over the intercom. I've got 27 for 363, so we're close. We're close.
Maybe they have a little more bias.
That's possible. Very possible. So Earle lined up for the onside kick. Now really need to get this one. It's kicked. Ball's on the ground. Uh-oh. I think Earle might have it. I think they do have it. They do have it. They have made the signal already, I think, on the sideline. They do. So Earle's got the ball. And just when you were I wrote Carlisle down in the semifinals. Maybe not so fast, my friend. 4:02 left.
The clock is not your friend, though.
That's true, but, boy, you talk about a quick score. That's a 1-score ball game here. And if I'm Earle, I'm going to throw it down the field right here to McVeigh.
And if you're Carlisle, you might want to give him the Calvin Johnson treatment.
Right, exactly.
Act like he's a gunner on a punt. 2 guys, maybe 1 guy over top as well.
They don't have him out on the field right now.
Yeah, he's at the
oh, he's yeah. Okay, yes, he is. Singled up. I think they know it's coming. Let's go to a quick break. 4:02 left in this ball game. 49-34 is your score. It's been a fun one here from Carlisle. We'll be back in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
All right, so we're just informed that Jason Sullivan has just broken the school record for touchdowns in a single game with 6. That's a big performance there. Who knows? He might get another one before it's all said and done.
They might have had their fastest possession when they needed to waste time.
Earle dropping back. They've got a flag down. They got a man deep. He made the catch, but I think we've got a holding call in the backfield. We'll see what they call. Would have been About a 42-yard
There's a
pickup.
penalty flag on the play.
What do they got? Head ref called it holding. He's going to back them up.
Against the Bulldogs.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that had been complete, we got a different ball game.
For sure.
Right there. I mean, just when you think it's over, it's not.
Yeah, Kiamar Moore was wide open by himself pretty much.
That is a 10-yard spot foul.
And just when you think you had a 40-yard gain, you go back 10. And if Earl doesn't have all these penalties, you're looking at a totally different game.
Moves the ball back to the 41-yard line of the Bulldogs, where it'll be first and about.
So Earl backs up 10 now. Penalties have been tough on him tonight. Drops back, he steps up in the pocket. Did he get him? Nope. Ball is incomplete.
Number 12, Hurst's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 8. Scott brings up second down at about 27.
Long way to go. Second and 27 now. 3:44 left. Earl needs another quick score here. Looks like Earl still got 3 timeouts left. So, I mean, it is not out of the question if they get a score quick to be in this ball game. They throw it short. And a good tackle there. Nice tackle by number 44, Gabe Boyle.
Bill was suggesting to Hunter Henry toss it.
Right.
Tackle made by number 44,
you don't see that
Gabe
work
Boyle.
too much.
It brings up third down and about 20.
So third down and 20 now for Earl. 3:16 and counting. Throws it deep. And it's picked. He's across the 20. Down to the 30. He's going to be brought down at the 33-yard line. And I think that's pretty much going to do it. 2:58 to go. I think I said that earlier. That's pretty much going to do it. But I think it's going to really do it this time.
One of the officials missed. They had 12 guys on the field. Carlisle had 12 guys on the field. And he didn't get off in time, but the ref didn't see him.
Wow. Well, sometimes that happens. 2:58 to go. 15-point lead for Carlisle with the ball. And you've got to think at this point, they're going to do everything they can to milk the clock. And let's see if, I don't know, maybe Sullivan gets over 400 before it's all said and done. I've got him 363. Carlisle's got him at 366.
You know, the thing about what you were saying about the official missing it, a lot of times, I'll say, but he's got a better view than I do. But on that type of situation, up here in the booth, we see it.
That's true. Jones, little quarterback trap play.
Number 9, Holden Jones on the carry, picks up about 10 yards on the play.
The last thing you want to do now is get somebody hurt. And Jones picks
Result
up
of that
10.
play is good for another Carlisle Bison.
That's
First
the biggest
and 10
thing
for the Bison at the 44-yard line.
For Carlisle at this point. One of your key players getting hurt this late in the ball game.
Yeah, and if I had to guess, Sullivan, left, right, or center.
All right. Left hash mark, I'm going to call center this time.
I'd say go left, stay away from the out of bounds, but you never know.
Handoff goes up the middle, not to Sullivan this time. Handoff goes to Elliott.
Number 4, Caleb Elliott on the carry, pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Call that 2.
Earl called timeout.
Tackle made by number 74.
So Earl's got to start wasting those timeouts. Get them taken.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Timeout. We've taken all the breaks that we need to take. Thanks to D3 Auto Sales for picking us up throughout the school year. We appreciate them again. If you want to buy a car, go tell them you get $500 off just by mentioning the Arkansas Sports Network. So we appreciate them being a part of what we're doing here on the Arkansas Sports Network. And again, Arkansas Tech University, for being title sponsor this year and this semester for us. And then we have the Arkansas Army National Guard Heirloom Legal. And again, from Carlisle tonight, Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, Carlisle Implement Company. We'll be looking for a place to go next week. If you want the Arkansas Sports Network, let us know.
No more look-ins. That game looks like it's over.
It's over. Hazen moves on. They're into the semifinals. They'll take on the winner of East Poinsett County and England. Haven't gotten an update just yet on that one. 2:07 left here in this ball game. 49-34 is the score. EPC is up and winning in that ball game. Handoff goes off to the right-hand side to Sullivan. Sullivan carrying a tackler all the way down to the 40 to the 39.
Jason Sullivan on the carry, pick up about
15 yards on the play. And every carry that he gets him that much closer.
That good for another Carlisle
to
Bison.
400 yards.
First and 10 for the Bison at 39.
I don't think my computer wants to work right because it's so cold.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
It says it's trying to connect.
Yeah, it doesn't want to. Oh, that'd be why. We don't have any internet on it for some reason.
That might help.
It would. It would. It's just getting cold. These electronics don't like the cold. Again, it's been a fun one here from Carlisle. First time that I've ever watched a game from Carlisle. Woo! East Poinsett County wins 60-20. So East Poinsett County and Hazen match up. And it looks like Carlisle and Mount Ida. It's going to be a fun 2A semifinal. Going to be fun. Desark, really recovered this year and played much better down the stretch. Didn't get off to a very good start there. But they end up in the second round. But looks like the two border communities, Hazen and Carlisle, will move on. Little double handoff. Not going much,
Number 8,
maybe
Corey
2
Lamb's
yards.
Carry, pick up about 3 yards, 4 yards on the play.
I think it's safe to
Timeout,
say.
Bulldogs.
I think that's the last timeout for Earl. And 49-34. And again, we just appreciate you watching us tonight here on the Arkansas Sports Network and our double feature that we've had here just down the road from each other. Hazen goes on to win. Carlisle looks like they are going to move on into the Final Four in the 2A. And, boy, we've just had a good time tonight. Waiting for those old boys over there from Hazen, Duran Miller and Adam Johnston and Aaron Powers to come over here and meet us. I'm sure that they will probably be able to meet us before we get out of here, but it's been a fun time. And we're going to possibly get Sullivan up here. Is that what we're looking at?
I did put the bug in the coach's ear next door in the booth, so hopefully we'll get him up here.
So possibly getting Jason Sullivan, maybe a coach up here as well. So hang with us here at the end of this ball game. We'll see if we can get them. We'll talk about scores around the state and stats here. And it looks like Carlisle's going into the victory formation now with 1:53
Number 9,
to
Holden
play.
Jones takes a knee.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Jones going to lose a couple on that one, just in the official stats. Nothing big, though. At this point, Carlisle has 471 yards on the ground tonight. 471 yards on the ground. Been a great performance here. Let's look at Carlisle. Getting the notes that Bill has given us tonight. We appreciate him doing that.
I think there was a clock malfunction on
Yeah.
the play clock. It went to 60.
Oh.
Yeah, he was asking them to reset that game
Right.
clock, or the snap clock. They never did, so they had to call an official timeout. No, we're probably going to get some more time added to it.
So Carlisle only loss this year is to Hazen. 38-30 loss there. They were 9-1 coming into this one with a 30. Mineral Springs 32-28 last week. So Mineral Springs trying to get maybe the play clock and the game clock matched up. Anyway, Mineral Springs gave Carlisle a heck of a ball game last week. And then tonight, Earle, at times it looked like there might be something here, but Carlisle was able to pull away in the second half. Sullivan gets it off the right-hand side, gets down to the 30-yard line.
Jason Sullivan on the carry, pick up of about 7 or 8 yards.
Pretty close to a first down. It's going to be just shy, I believe. I mean, just shy of it.
Result of that play is good for another Carlisle Bison first down.
First down. Adds 8 more to the total.
30-yard line.
Of Jason Sullivan. He's got 386 on the ground tonight.
And the clock didn't run that play at all.
Yeah.
No. So
that looks like Carlisle back into victory formation. You don't say that too much. Back into victory formation.
Sullivan's gonna miss 400 by 14 yards.
He will be a primetime performer, though.
For sure.
Jones.
Number 9, Holden Jones takes a knee.
Takes a knee, so that maybe one more snap, and that should do it here tonight. Again, stay with us here as we'll talk about all of the good things that happened tonight with the Carlisle Bison as they move on into the state semifinal. Really familiar territory for Carlisle. They are such a tradition-rich program here on the plains of Arkansas, the Grand Prairie that they call it over here. 22 seconds counting.
Yeah, they're going to
snap it one more time. 49-34 is going to be your final score. We're going to update you on scores from around the state and try to get Jason Sullivan up here and maybe the head coach as well.
Holden Jones takes a knee.
And that's going to be it. Carlisle moves on into the semifinals with a 49-34 victory.
Bulldogs 34.
So we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Carlisle. Again, final score 49-34, Carlisle with the victory. You've been watching the Arkansas Sports Network double feature. We'll be back in a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Here we are as Carlisle wins 49-34, and we've been saying Carlisle implement, but apparently it's Progressive Tractor. I know that, the bill that I sent out said Carlisle implement, and I haven't heard anything differently, so we do apologize. We do appreciate Progressive Tractor in Carlisle for helping us out tonight. It's been a great time here. Again, along with Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods. And we're going to go to some scores from around the state as we're hoping to get Jason Sullivan up here, but we are cold. So who knows if we can hang out long enough to make that happen. But we're going to try here and get it pulled up here real quick. All right, so games in progress right now. Lake Hamilton is trailing Benton 31-0 in the fourth. It's Pulaski Academy over Mountain Home 52-33. Shiloh Christian up 62-32. Elkins winning 63-21 over Ashdown. Elkins is for real, y'all. I'm telling you, Deshaun Chairs, if you don't know about him, look him up. He's a fantastic ball player. McGee up 42-7 over Haskell Harmony Grove. Greenland up down 61-42. Against Melbourne, all in the fourth quarter, and then Izard County over Woodlawn, 56-40. Games that have been completed: Little Rock Parkview beat Wynn 42-0. Bryant over Rogers, 42-7. Cabot over Bentonville West, 41-21. You guys be looking to see if anybody starts to move up this way. Bentonville over North Little Rock, 45-0. Conway over Fayetteville, 37-0. Little Rock Catholic beats Little Rock Christian in a great one, 26-23. Greenwood over Russellville, 42-7. Pulaski Academy, again, 52-33. Robinson over Batesville, 42-7. Camden Fairview over Valley View, 26-21. Nashville beat Pocahontas, 31-7. Rivercrest beat Star City, 49-42. Arkadelphia beat Ozark, 52-21. Warren over Stuttgart, 62-24. Charleston wins 42-0 over Centerpoint. Newport beats Quitman, 52-22. Osceola beats Camden Harmony Grove, 48-7. Glen Rose beats Fordyce, 21-14. Prescott beats Salem, 41-6. Boonville beats Smackover, 60-14. Risen beats Bismarck, 30-19. Harding Academy wins 45-7. Desert Falls to Mount Ida, 30-28. Carlisle, you watched it here, 49-34. East Poinsett County, 60-20. Hazen, 46-6 over Mark Tree. And Rector defeats Mountain Pine, 30-28. That is your playoff roundup. Do we see anybody coming? No.
He's taking a picture on the field.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up because it's cold. So, guys, we want to say thank you here for watching us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll be somewhere next week. We do appreciate Progressive Tractor. Progressive Tractor. Progressive Tractor. Chambers Nursing and Rehab, Riceland Foods, and all of our sponsors, D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas Tech University, the Arkansas Army National Guard, Heirloom Legal, for making this all possible. It isn't possible without you. You, the viewer, you, the sponsor. It isn't possible without you. So we thank you for that. Again, thank you for watching here on ASN. We'll wrap things up again from Carlisle. 49-34 was the score. Carlisle moves on into the semifinals where they'll take on East Poinsett County. So for everybody here, we're going to wrap things up. Say so long. We'll see you next week from somewhere.